Good morning, students. What are you doing? I hope everyone is safe at your place. And yes, I am too safe. We are studying the. Today we will going to learn the science in a different way. Different way is mean that we are learning in a online way. So let's see. So today we are going to learn something new, that is what the substances which are we see in our surroundings. So for that I have one video, and we all know water, the states of water. Everything should know the, or everyone I think everyone should know the states of water. There are three states of water, right? So I have one video, do watch carefully.
Water exists in nature in three states, that is, solid, liquid and gas. In solid form, water is known as ice or snow. It is found at the poles as ice caps and in glaciers and mountains as snow. In gaseous form, water is known as water vapor or steam. But the most common form that water takes is the liquid form. It is in this form that it is known as water. The natural process of circulation of water from the land to the sky and back to the land again is called the water cycle. The continuous cycling of water in its three forms keeps the total amount of water on earth constant even when the whole world is using it.
So what do you understand from the video? We see there are three states of water. The most common state is liquid. Liquid, that is water. We call it water, which we are using for the drinking purpose also, right? So the next part is the states of water we seen in this video. The next is, today we are going to learn more about the substances in the surrounding, in which their states and properties. There are many substances, we all know there are many substances in our surroundings, in which we are learn mainly we are seeing we will see the wax, which is the substance. See, wax. So what is substances in our surrounding, or change of state of the surround substances? So definition of change of state of the substances: when substance changes from one state to another, the process is called change of state of the substance. If we provide heat to the wax, that is in the form of solid wax, it will get converted into liquid form. We all know we can do this experiment at our home also. What we need, we need or we can take uh, a piece of wax in the bowl, or in a dish. Then what we need to do, then the initial state of wax, we have to note down the initial state of wax. It is absolutely in the solid state, because it should be in this solid state. Now what we need to do, we need to do the provide heat to that pieces of wax. It will automatically get converted into liquid after providing heat. And after some time, leave as it is after heat, and after some time check the bowl of wax. You will see the wax retain its original state, that is the solid state. So this is the state of change of state of substances. This is the small experiment you can do at your home also, and very easy to. This is the change of state of wax. So the next example is how change of state of wax is takes place. I already explained, on heating the wax which is in the solid form, it get converted into the liquid form, and after some times on, or we can say, we can on cooling, the liquid state of wax is again returned to its original state, that is a solid state. That is change in state of wax. We can see here pictures are there. One candle is there, you can see. When burning candle gets started, the liquid form of wax is coming to the down. So next is the properties of wax. So we should know, sorry, properties of the substances. For that, there is one chart. You can see point solid, liquid and gases. There are three states of any substance we know. The solids is the where particle size in the solid is uh, adhering to each other, strongly adhering, and in liquid it is a loosely connected particles or elements in liquid, we can say. And in gas we know the elements of the substance is very loosely, or we can say in a free state are there. So that's why the vapor form is formed in the gas. So the first property is shape of the solids example is a piece of ions, pieces of ions, we can say. This is the solid form of substance. Then shape of the solid is, it has a shape of its own, it has a proper shape. If we see any thing surrounding, there it has some space, it has some shape of its own, and also retains shape no matter how it is kept. Do please understand this theme. If we see pen, this is substance, it has a specific space, or it has a specific shape of its own, and it retains its shape no matter how it is kept. If we put we can pay if we provide pressure to it, it doesn't change their shape. So it has a special, or it has a shape of its own. Now the liquid, shape of liquid. Liquid does not have a shape of its own. Take the shape of the container. For that, take a bowl in which add water. You can see water is in a liquid form. Water take the shape of that bowl, that is a circular shape. That is the shape of liquid is, it has not definite shape, and also it takes the shape of the container, or the specific you can say specific pot in which we are adding liquid. So the next is gas. Gas, it does not have shape of its own, occupies all available space. For that, do one thing, uh, take a candle and lighten it. After that, uh, candle once the candle finished, it forms the vapors, and vapors spread all over in the room. I think everyone have seen it in our home. We see that the shape of the gas is nothing. When gas leak in the kitchen, we smell it, smells in the hall also. That is the it has no shape, so it occupies all available spaces, it gets spread to the all over. So shape. Then the second is volume. Volume of solids, it has a definite volume. Definite volume means uh, it has a volume. If it is a if we add a little water into it, it has a definite volume. That's why we can add only few amount of water in it, so it has a definite volume. And the solid like sugar, sand, when poured on a flat surface, form a heap. It's a important point. When a solid like sugar, sand, when poured on a flat surface, it's form a heap. Remember, heap. Then the volume of liquid, it has a specific volume. It occupies a definite portion of a container. If we add a half container of water, it occupies only half container. And we can solid we can spread all over to the surface, but liquid we cannot spread on the surface. It don't have a specific volume. Also the liquids spreads on a flat surface on pouring. It flows downwards along a slope. If we pour liquid on my hand, after some time liquid gets spread or liquid get downwards, flows downwards from the hand, so it does not have definite volume. Then the next is gas. The gas does not have definite volume. On changing the pressure on a gas in a closed container, its volume also changes. Pressurized container, you can see example of the volume of the gas. We can add the gas into the containers in a pressurized manner. So what happen when the change pressure, we change the pressure, the gas in a closed container, its volume also changes, that is it gets spread. That's why the gas leakage we seen in the our kitchen. So this is the uh, properties of the solid, liquid and gas. I hope everyone understand. So the next part is changes of state. How the state of a substance, particular substance changes. So see, on heating, we all know on heating, when we provide heat to the substance, it gets converted into the liquid form. And again, if you provide heat to the liquid, it will get converted into vapors, that is gaseous form. And if you provide cooling effect to the gaseous, that is vapors, if we provide a cold temperature to the vapors, the condensation experiment, I think you everyone remembered. The if we provide the cooling effect to the vapors, it condensed into the liquid form, or you can say liquid droplets condense at the pot. So, and liquid we all know, if we give cold, if we provide the low temperature or a temperature to the liquid, it converted into the solid form, that is example is ice. You know, once the liquid is on cooling, it get converted into the ice. We can see the best example, that is simple example, is water. When we provide heat to the water, it get converted into vapors, and after condensation water, we can get water again from the vapors. And that water, if we kept in a fridge, we will get its solid form, that is ice. Everyone should understand. I hope everyone understand. Then the temperature and a thermometer. Now we know the thermometer is used to measure temperature. Degree Celsius is the unit of measuring temperature. We should know the thermometer. What is thermometer? We have seen in the laboratory. The thermometer is a machine, we can say, which is used to measure temperature in a degree Celsius form. The thermometer which is in the laboratory, it has uh, mercury in that. mercury is filling in that thermometer. So nowadays this type of thermometers are used. This is digital thermometer, you can see. And if we close, see, there is one button. See, it's started. So this is the digital thermometer. What is the role of thermometer? We can measure the temperature of any person, any water, any hot substance. We use for the measuring of temperature. Then the next is, there are several thermometers, I know, and you should know. Nowadays digital thermometers are frequently used. That is digital thermometer. Here you can see digital thermometer. The temperature is shown 98.6 degrees Celsius. And this is the screening, you can say gun thermometer. Nowadays due to corona, we are watching everywhere this thermometer. We can see many mall, then hospitals, the people are using this type of thermometers to measure the temperature. This is gun thermometer. And this is the thermometer scale. The blue line, you can see the temperature is at 70 degree Celsius. This is the mercury filled thermometer which is used in the laboratory. So hope everyone understand the thermometer. Also, uh, remember everyone, while we are studying properties, this comparative chart, when we are studying that comparative chart, we uh, we should now we should think critically for that. That's why otherwise we don't understand the properties specifically. So we should think critically on that. And also, like the substances which changes their states, we know them, there are many, we see there are many substances which change their states on providing heat, and on cooling they again go to the another state. Same likewise, uh, we should also change our attitude towards the problems, towards the peoples. So it will help in our life, to make our life easy. Okay. So next is the measurement of temperature using thermometer. Here this is the video. See how temperature is measured in.
Can you tell me which is colder, a cold drink bottle or a chilled glass of water? You will make an assumption, but once we measure their temperature, we will get a clearer picture. Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. It tells us how cold or hot an object is. Our sensation of touch is relative. Heat passes from a hot body to a cold body. Let us learn this with an experiment. Here is a glass of ice cold water.
See, ice water is
This water is
cold.
at room temperature. And this is hot water. Now we will take the thermometer and measure their temperatures. The ice cold water is at 0 degrees Celsius, while the normal water is at 22 degrees Celsius, which is the room temperature, and the hot water is at 55 degrees Celsius. So only a thermometer can tell us accurately if any object is hot or cold.
Understand? Only thermometer can tell us the accurate temperature. So what we learned today? So today we learned the state and properties of the substances in our surrounding. I hope everyone understand. Thank you.